All right, let's go. We back.
Yeah, we back. We're
back. We're trying to fix this camera up. Let's go.
Yeah, what up, y'all? We back. First show of 2022.
2022.
You know what I mean? I look flustered. It looks better right now, whatever. We back. Thanks for everybody who's been tuning in. Really appreciate it, as always, giving us suggestions of what to record, giving us suggestions on how to get better. And this year, you're definitely going to see a lot of improvements. We're already talking it amongst ourselves. But yeah, man. So how's your holidays been?
Holidays good. Just got back from vacation. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. We can get into it, man. It's right away.
All right, man.
Get straight to it.
I just got jokes. Well, you wanted to talk about Insecure, right?
So I wanted to. So last season of Insecure, final season. We wanted to wait, I think, until the last episode to kind of do kind of like a, what's it called, like an episode. We kind of see what we have, what we were thinking about the whole season as a whole. My man told me, I thought he watched the whole thing.
No, I tapped out. I tapped out after episode 3, man. Let's be real. If this was Rotten Tomatoes, those tomatoes would be rotten and thrown at the stage already if it was just me. I'm letting you know that right now. After 3 episodes, I was done. I was like, what is this? Come on, man. But you go ahead, man. I didn't even watch the end. So you give me a recap.
And I could see why, I could see why he stopped watching, because clearly to us, like, it seemed like he has the same perspective I have. It's just like the final season seemed like it wasn't even the same writer, because he was kind of all over the place, man. It's just like this started episode, I can't even remember what happened the first episode. And then you had Lawrence and Condola, their baby situation, and then he went another route, and then they had an episode where Issa was basically looking for Molly's dog. The whole episode, the whole episode, she was just looking for Molly's dog with Nathan. They were just walking around talking about nothing.
Dino the dinosaur? Wait, hold on. What is going on?
Something happened. The thing I feel like they're trying to do is they're trying to throw too many things toward the end of the last season, the final season, where Kelly she found a man, finally, out of nowhere. Last episode, she found a man. Fast forward, Kelly didn't get married. She got a baby, so she got pregnant by that guy. It's just like they're just trying to put too. I feel like show. We're here. We're still here.
Yeah, we're here.
I feel like they're trying to put too much within the final few episodes, where they had so many fillers. You know how in Japanese anime they have filler episodes? I feel like they're trying to do the same thing within the season. And then when the last episode came around, they're trying to like add on some stories at the final episode. And I'm just like, so what happened in the final episode, Kelly, like I said, Kelly got a man. We don't even know how they met, but the dude, they got a man.
Yeah, he popped.
They were basically celebrating everybody's birthday, and that's how they kind of shoot the episode where
everybody's birthday.
In the sense where so they fast forward, I think, in the span period of like 3 years, I believe. So first thing is Molly, and then I think it's Issa, and then I think it's somebody else. So they kind of basically do over the span of 3 years, where she gets a contract with one of the company. She break up with Nathan. Man, it's just so much going on.
Wait. What happened with that Nathan dude, the light-skinned dude, with the nice,
so
basically, with the beautiful
she
eyes?
Goes back and forth. First of all, I got to say this. Honestly, I always felt like Issa and Nathan relationship was just like, what?
What is going on?
Like, I never saw the chemistry between the two. I'm just like, he cool. Like, okay, he good looking, but...
It looked like 2 lost people that found each other.
Right.
2 lost people in life and found each other, and now they're looking for the gold or something.
But
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
No. Keep going. No, keep going, because I didn't know what happened. I stopped at that episode where
do this real quick. Go ahead.
Pretty much. Let me tell y'all where I stopped, and you can fill me in on what happened. I stopped at the episode where Issa pretty much broke up with Lawrence. And Lawrence already went and had, and Lawrence had this situation with his baby, with his the mother of his kid. Yeah. His kid was born, all that kind of stuff. I stopped at that episode, and then also what was the episode where Issa and Molly were at the beach and Nathan was there? I don't know what the exact chronological order of the episodes are, but I stopped at one of them.
Yeah, I think that was the final one that you saw. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, after that, there was the episode with the dog. I can't even remember to tell you. There was the episode with the dog. There was one episode where they're trying to... I'm trying to remember. I don't even know. She moved in with Nathan. There was conversation with Nathan. Basically, okay. So essentially, the episode I remember before the final one, Tiffany's moving away with Derek. They're going to Denver because he got a position. He got a job over there. So they're all meeting at Tiffany's house.
Selling weed, no doubt.
You know, and then
shout out to Denver.
And then Molly is in a relationship with Doreen, the guy from her law firm, the guy she hated previous season. Now, now they ended up being an item, and they actually ended up getting married.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
so, which I think is not going to work. It looks good on TV. But
man, salute to the Asian dude, man. They did him dirty.
I thought, you know, listen, let's not go all over the place. But again, so during that episode, Issa was going back and forth between. You can tell Issa still has feelings for Lawrence, but the fact that he has a baby and all that, she doesn't really know how to move, you know, she has, you know, hesitation, she has questions in her head. And then they go to that party, and then Lawrence, after having a conversation with one of his boys, you know, the funny guy, the light-skinned, the funny one, was just like, dude, like, you never really you just kind of let homegirl go. You never really fought for anything. So Lawrence just kind of like, let me fight for my girl. So during that, you know, go-away party, first of all, there's like a little thing that happened between Nathan and Lawrence. Where
my God.
Know? And then Issa is just like, hey, I've never really fought for you, but yo, what happened, I want you back. You know, so Issa is just like, oh, damn, leave me alone. And then Nathan comes and he's just like, what's going on here? And he's just like, yo, man, I'm claiming my girl. And they almost get into a scuffle. You know, they almost fight. Issa leave with Nathan. They get in the car. And Nathan is just like, he's like, honestly, I'm good. And
salute, man.
He's like, honestly, I'm good. It's just like, I need to figure out where I am. You know, just like, I need to figure out where I am. And Issa doesn't even fight for him. She's like, all right.
Let me tell you something, man, about women. let me tell you something about women, right? Women love to act as if like, no, I hate it when guys, you know, be going after me and stuff like that. I hate it when guys fight for me. But y'all like that type of shit, man. Seriously. Why would that have been written in if it wasn't the case? Who's in charge of this show?
Is it Patrice Paris? I can't remember his name.
This is Issa's show. She greenlighting everything that goes down there.
Yeah.
So all that kind of stuff, I hate stuff like that, man. I am never fighting with another man for a woman. Unless it's like my wife.
I feel like your ego kicks in. It's not even fighting for the woman. I feel like your ego kicks in. It's just like, I came with the girl. Everybody knows. This is like, it's in front of everybody. You just gonna let homegirl go just because you're just like, I don't fight for my girl.
But we not been together for a while. I'm not gonna fight you with your new man there. Like, no.
Well.
See, this is the writing again, man. I'm telling you, Issa is a woman. I'm telling you, women like that kind of stuff. As much as they like to say, no, y'all being messy and all that kind of stuff, if they see a man that they're interested in try to actually scrap with another man, it's not any different from, you know, lions in the jungle. Lions in the jungle fight each other for the baddest chick. They do that.
Yeah.
And the winner gets
right.
It's not any different from that, man.
Right. Anyway, so at the end so this is what happened. So she kind of let Nathan go, and then at the end of the final episode, so what happened is, I'll kind of give you just like a recap of everything that happened. So Tiffany, first thing, Molly's mom passed away. Molly's mom passed away. So Tiffany, they in, I think the episode started where I think they in Tiffany's room house in Denver, and she kind of conveyed to them that oh shit, damn, I gotta figure it out, man. This is live shit, man. I gotta figure out this situation. So she pretty much let her know. She pretty much let her know that hey, I don't like my life in Denver. You know, I hate my life. Blah 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 blah. And then that's when Molly's mom passed away, and then Issa no longer with Nathan. She's by herself. She's moving on up. I think she's choose. I can't remember which because there's two firms. Like there's like the one firm from Crenshaw that that want to work with her, and then there's like the more corporate firm that kind of want to hire her. I can't even remember which decision she made, but she's winning. She's doing well for herself. She's choosing one of them. She's winning. And then Molly gets married to Toreen, the guy from her firm. The reason why I have an issue with that, because I feel like, honestly, to be honest, I feel Andrew was the best relationship that she had, because I think he balanced her pretty well, where he calmed her down, like he kind of take her away from that whole lawyer life, and the way they build up Toreen is just like Toreen was this guy that never really liked her. And not even really like her because he's as driven as she is. You know, he's an ambitious guy that just want to succeed and just want to be at the top. And that's the reason why I feel like that relationship doesn't work. Because on TV, it looks really good. But in real life, if you're both alpha or you're both ain't that ambitious, it will never work because you will always place your career before your relationship. Both of you guys. In the show, they try to make it seem like it's really working out. She finally found her man on her level. Also, Molly did a lot of introspection. She did a lot of work on herself. I think that's what they're trying to portray during that season where she cut her hair. She finally accepted herself for who she is.
Her hair.
So I think that's just what it is. So that's just my
like a midlife crisis.
That's my perspective. She finally get over her midlife crisis, whatever. But she's getting married to Taurine. I think the marriage probably in Italy somewhere, a beautiful place. And then at the wedding, in the meantime, Issa got back with Lawrence. You know, she finally called him back. You know, and those are all I'm telling you is after like it's the year span. It's like 3 years span. That's how they did the final episode. So she finally called Lawrence. They meet in her new locals. You know, I think because she's opening her shop, and you know they mess around, whatever. So they're together basically.
What about the ending shot? Do they get married?
So this is the thing. They hint at marriage because the reason why the last episode, which man. My man, homeboy Lawrence, would show up at a wedding with a turtleneck, dog. Turtleneck and a suit. Like, what kind of wedding outfit is that? Anyway, so...
He's a Forex trader.
So...
I'm telling you, man.
So anyway, the last scene is when we see her with Lawrence's kids in the kitchen. She's coming back from work, and she's kissing him, and she's playing with the kid. And then she gets to the bathroom where she's having a call with Molly. And Molly's still on her wedding or honeymoon or whatever, and she's talking about how annoyed she is with her husband now. And Issa is just like, oh, this is what I have to look forward to. And I think like we see a ring, an engagement ring. So that means that clearly she's about to get married to us. You know. Oh, there's the last scene that I forgot. I think there's a very important scene in the show, and that's I think the scene where, for what the producer expresses, there's a scene between Issa and Molly where they're in the bathroom when she's about to get married, and Issa breaks down crying. Molly breaks down crying, and she tells Issa, thank you for everything you've done. Like, thank you for always being the friend that you've been. You were always there for me even when I was acting up. And I think that's the one scene where I think we all appreciate it, is because it was a real life impro. There was no script for that. The producer was just like, yo, y'all go. And that really a representation of Yvonne Orji, of how far she got in her career and what Issa Rae has done for her. Yeah. Like, it was real tears, like, yo, my life has changed because of you. And she was really trying to, like, yo, thank you. So that's the one scene that I'm just like, beautiful scene, I believe. So the show basically end like that. Like, they end like on that last scene.
And what you think? I'm going to let you go first.
I think my issue was too many fillers winning that season for a final season. And they're trying to pack up too much on the last episode. They're trying to start a new stories with, where they could have done so many different ways. I don't understand why they did that. I mean, I know there are certain things that they try to do where, they were trying to kind of make a touch between, like a connection between the first season and then the last season. Because at the end, we see a shot where Issa is driving to her old place, to her old We Got Y'all thing. So they're trying to kind of see how far she's come. But again, my issue is not necessarily the final. It's more so the episode in between that led to the final. That's what I think.
All right. What I think is they pretty much went Game of Thrones with it. Issa is the showrunner. Same way with the Game of Thrones guy. They got the bag, and they were like, I'm done with this small time thing. Let me just wrap this up however we going to wrap this up. And then let me go and move on to bigger and better things. I think it's that simple. But because there's a last episode, that's when they think, okay, we need to do something crazy for a last episode. But anything leading up to that, and we saw that with Game of Thrones, it was the same thing. Leading up to that, either they're packing too much into the episodes or they're just doing some BS. Complete and utter BS. That's why, man, we always talk about the same thing. Money talks. Money talks in this world. And if you don't have the same motivation that's driven by those dollar signs, you're kind of good. You're gonna BS. You're gonna be as simple as that.
So you think they got too big and it got hard to book each actor to do like a good final season? Because I think
it could have been that. That's
what I think it is with Game of Thrones. The reason why I'm saying this is because oftentimes when a show blows up like this, now the actors, especially the HBO actors, they're getting booked left and right for movies, for other TV shows, for the project. not even the actors, but also the directors and the writers.
No, I was mostly going to say the directors and the writers.
Yeah, I don't want to
because when you think about it, it was the same thing with Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones guy, they got this ridiculous bag to go direct Star Wars. Now in the end, that Star Wars that got thrown to the trash.
Yeah.
But for Issa, didn't they announce about a year or two ago that she got this $67 million deal to produce her own shows and all kinds of stuff? So I'm thinking her head is not even in Insecure anymore. Like, obviously, maybe for the last episode, she wanted to do something special. But at the end of the day, man, her mind is somewhere else and all kinds of stuff. She's thinking of something completely out of sight of Insecure. That's what I'm thinking. I saw that from the first episodes on, man. The first couple episodes, the ones that I saw, I was like, what is this, man? This was thrown together in a kid's birthday party. I'm telling you that it was over.
Trying to do like real quick on that. Real quick, let's get.
Franchement, man, I was just disappointed. That's why I stopped watching it. But I will say one thing. This is where we're gonna have the jokes. I was on Twitter when the finale came up, and that's why I kind of got an idea. I saw that shot of Issa with Lawrence and his kid. I'm gonna be real, man. The way y'all women were celebrating Issa and Lawrence's relationship, I understand it's the show, but it seems like y'all are more into break babies than you make it think. For real. Seriously.
Wait, what make you say that? Why?
The way they were celebrating their relationship, I'm like, okay, that's great. We've been on a roller coaster ride with this couple for a long time, but if that was you, would you get back with this dude after he had a break baby? Are y'all all gonna be Issa Rae and Gabrielle Union?
To be honest, I mean, it's reality. That's the reason why people love the show, because a lot of people accept that, real shit happen in life. How many women, or men accept women that already have kids? I mean, you gonna tell me it's not the same situation where you were with the dude, he got pregnant on you, and then he moved on. Right? True. A lot of people would not necessarily, they'll be done. Let's be real. A lot of people will be done in this situation because it's not easy to accept. But when it's real love, it's real chemistry, because they have a past. Again, it's one of these things that I almost feel like you have to be in a situation to.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's easy for us to be in a situation like, I'll be done. Especially us men, I'll be done. But you've built so much with this, and it's not even just like Lawrence is no longer the bum he was in season 1. Lawrence is an established, we see the house well-to-do guy now. So it's just like whether he has a kid or not, my man did really well for himself. So are you going to continue having these dates with, because again, me, that was my thing. That was my thing with the Nathans. I'm like, my man,
my man cut hair.
Man, no disrespect here, no disrespect.
I love barbers,
no disrespect.
man.
Y'all see, I got my, I'm saying? No disrespect. But compared to the guys, I was just like, Lawrence is doing something. Daniel was doing well as a producer. I was trying to find his way. Like, both of them were ambitious to some level, and it's almost as if Nathan, he's a downgrade. Like, yes, he's supporting her project, but that's where the reality to me comes in, which is like, how many of y'all would really want to be with a guy that cut hair and accept it when you moving up like that? How many of y'all?
But I think the show kind of showed it. She left Nathan, didn't she?
But she didn't leave him because of his job. She left him mostly
because bro. Yeah, right. I'm probably sure she had something in her back of her mind, like, look, man. I'm over here balling. I'm making these parties, and this dude cutting hair in the back of a sweatshop. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But hey, I'm not even. Again, no disrespect to barbers. I go to y'all every now and then, but but I'm just saying, bro. Like, that show. And, the one thing that I thought about Insecure, man, and that last season made me think, and this is also not, actually, I've thought this for a while. Was this really a show for black men? Because I think in general, it was a show for black women, and that's why, for the most part, I never really thought, like, too negative until this past season, the episodes that I saw anyway were bad. And that's why I'm reacting in that sense. But in the past, when I may have had an issue, I was like, listen, this is for a perspective of a black woman. Let's let it ride. It's great for them to have a representation on that level, especially. And one thing I saw a lot in, and this, maybe we can close with this, is on Twitter, was people that were talking a lot, like, what show do we have where it shows a normal black male perspective, where dude is not selling drugs, where dude is not a rapper, or something like that, or is there even a demand for a show like that? Because
currently?
Yeah.
Currently, I'm trying to think. I mean, I think we did have some shows, but it's just like it's not in the same format. You got like Luther, you got like
yeah, but that's entertainment industry and stuff like that, isn't it?
Again, I mean, maybe create your own show. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I said after my sister heard me talk about the Insecure review. She was just like, man, create your own show. Like you got so much to say, create your own show.
That's the thing too, right? So
sure, and I was like, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Yeah. No, because and that's the thing. That was a great thing about Insecure. We don't have, as black people in the black community, we don't have too much representation out there that just shows normal black people who have gone to college, who will go ahead and get normal jobs, entrepreneurship. Yeah. We always talk about, power, I'm going to be the biggest drug dealer in the city, or it's going to be some stuff like Luther or Empire, where everyone's trying to get in the rap game, in the music industry, stuff like that. Like, no, And it goes back to what Malcolm X once said, right? The black community, it seems like it's the only community where the leaders and the people that people listen to within that community are entertainers, sports stars, actors, and all that kind of stuff, or drug dealers or criminals. We don't really pay too much attention to just normal everyday life.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there are some shows. I think there are some shows. It's just
Living Single.
I mean, there was the Fresh Prince. There was the Jimmy Fox show. There was the Bernie Mac had his show. You got Marty Marsh. Shout out to Martin's show. So they had these shows. It's just that it was back in the night. That's the reason why I didn't really name it at first. But I think, I think currently I don't know. But that's a conversation. Maybe you guys can refresh our memories, or like you said. Because we can go on and on about this, but we can. I definitely want to know what people have to say and what do you guys think about the last season of Insecure, so the final season. So please let us know what you guys think. Definitely want to hear it.